Shakur Stevenson, the WBC lightweight champion of the world, versus the pride of Mexico, the machine gun of boxing, William Zepeda, the man who throws the most punches in world boxing today, the man who holds the record for most punches ever thrown in a fight. Nearly 1,700 punches William Zepeda threw when he fought Jojo Diaz a couple of years ago. Now, ever since this fight was talked about 2-3 years ago, I always thought that William Zepeda is gonna absolutely run Shakur Stevenson over. But if you look at the odds now, Shakur Stevenson is a 12-1 favorite, which is absolutely insane. I understand that everyone's saying that Shakur Stevenson is the next big star, he's the future of boxing, he's the next Terence Crawford, he's this, he's that. But let me tell you this, I met William Zepeda and his trainer, Coach Panda, in New York. I saw Coach Panda sitting outside the hotel lobby, and I went up to him, started talking to him, and I told him, I truly believe that William Zepeda is gonna run Shakur Stevenson over. But Coach Panda gave me a look of concern when I told him that William Zepeda is gonna destroy Shakur Stevenson, as if he didn't truly believe in William Zepeda. Now, we continued to talk, and I told him why I believe Shakur Stevenson is going to be beaten by William Zepeda. And yes, Coach Panda, of course, he believes in his fighter. But the problem is, Coach Panda, he's been watching Shakur spar against even William Zepeda in the gyms since both were 13, 14 years old. So I believe Coach Panda got a lot of respect for Shakur Stevenson, and rightfully so. But timing is everything in life. And William Zepeda's last 7 fights were against southpaws. He's been built perfectly by Golden Boy Promotions to destroy Shakur Stevenson. And to be honest, is Shakur Stevenson overrated? It depends on how you view the man. Is he an exceptional boxer? Does he have incredible footwork? Is he even better defensively than Floyd Mayweather? Yes. The man's footwork, he jumps in and out. It is very hard to catch him clean. We gotta give him that. But when you talk about offense, how many surgeries did Shakur Stevenson have on his hands? And the man is only 28 years old. He just turned 28 years old, I believe, last week or something. The man's hands are finished. You see him wincing in pain every time he throws a jab, every time he connects with a body shot. His last fight versus the electrician, Josh Padley, both hands hurt Shakur Stevenson in the fight. And even the hand that he had surgery on, he didn't injure it in that fight. He actually injured the other hand. And Shakur Stevenson, he is underestimating William Zepeda. Everyone's blowing smoke. Everyone's blowing smoke up Shakur's behind, to be honest. Everyone's telling him, you're the greatest, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. Now, if he actually beats William Zepeda, I'm a believer. I'm a believer if Shakur Stevenson manages to beat William Zepeda. But I'll tell you this, I don't believe Shakur Stevenson is going to beat William Zepeda. I actually believe that William Zepeda is going to run Shakur Stevenson, the 12-1 favorite. He's going to run him over. Timing is everything, and styles make fights. Shakur's hands, they're not the best. His power, almost non-existent. The man is an absolute sharpshooter. But it takes a lot more than being accurate in the sport of boxing. The better boxer doesn't always win. Styles make fights. And, ever since I saw William Zepeda fight, maybe 5 years ago, I looked at the man and I was like, oh my God, how in the world can you beat this man? Now, yes, he had some close fights. The first fight, especially with Tevin Farmer, was extremely close. But Tevin Farmer is completely different than Shakur Stevenson. Tevin Farmer is actually willing to sit in the pocket and exchange for 12 full rounds. Now, I know that the first fight was 10 rounds only. But still, Shakur Stevenson, he thinks that he's gonna just walk into the ring and move his way and bounce his way into a victory versus William Zepeda. But I don't believe William Zepeda is gonna give him the respect that Edwin De Los Santos gave him. I don't believe that William Zepeda is gonna give him the respect that Artem Haratunian gave him. Or even Jamel Herring. All these guys are small guys. Now when I met William Zepeda, he's not the biggest guy. I'm way bigger than William Zepeda, and I knew that, but the man is it felt like his frame was very frail, but it is absolutely deceiving. You can't judge the man based on his body type. William Zepeda is the machine gun of boxing. The man throws over 100 punches per round. The man threw nearly 1,700 punches versus Jojo Diaz, the southpaw. And I believe William Zepeda actually can knock out Shakur Stevenson early to the body. If you look at William Zepeda's record, he has a lot of early knockout to the body, like the Gio Cabrera, the Maxi Hughes, and many other fights. Why? It's because he jumps on you early. Now, as the fight goes on, I believe William Zepeda's defense actually gets better. I believe William Zepeda gets caught the most in the first 2 rounds. For example, when he fought Giovanni Cabrera. Giovanni Cabrera had a lot of success in that first round. But what happened after that first round? After Zepeda got his timing and got comfortable. And Zepeda has over 80% knockout ratio, and Shakur Stevenson has 48% knockout ratio. Yet still, Shakur Stevenson is telling us that he punches harder than William Zepeda. Now, do I believe that Zepeda is the hardest puncher in the world? No. But the man is a volume puncher. The man drowns you. The hardest style to fight, without a doubt, is a man who throws countless punches to the head and to the body. William Zepeda, that is what makes the man special. He's not a headhunter, and he's not a body snatcher. The man hits you everywhere, to the body, to the head, to the neck, to the arms, to the hips. And I believe that not only is an upset brewing, if William Zepeda knocks out Shakur Stevenson or even beats Shakur Stevenson, that is the upset of the year. That is one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Shakur is a 12-1 favorite. And by the time fight night comes, he's probably going to be a 15-1 favorite, which is absolutely insane. Vegas aren't giving Zepeda a shot in hell. But I am. Not only do I think that he has a shot, but I believe he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to beat Shakur Stevenson. I truly believe that. And if Shakur Stevenson proves me wrong and beats William Zepeda, then oh my God, the man is an absolute terror. If he beats Zepeda, then I can give him a chance to beat Tank Davis, to be honest. I can give him a chance against anyone. But he gotta go through William Zepeda first. And I know everyone, including Eddie Hearn, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh, even Oscar De La Hoya, William Zepeda's promoter, he doesn't sound very confident when he's talking about William Zepeda's chances versus Shakur Stevenson. But ever since I saw William Zepeda fight a few years ago, I knew that this man is trouble for any top lightweight. You can't be a slouch when you're ranked number 1 in every single sanctioning body, in the WBC, in the IBF, in the WBO, and in the WBA. William Zepeda is number 1. The man's been waiting patiently. The man is hungry. Not only is he hungry, he's starving. He's training in the mountains with Coach Panda. Mountains of Mexico. Without his family. Without anyone. High altitude. Grind 24/7. On the other hand, Shakur Stevenson lives in a mansion with his wife and kids, and the man is living his life and he earned it. Without a doubt, Shakur Stevenson, how can you not root for the man? I mean, He is clean-cut guy, family man. All you can do is give him all the respect in the world. But he's not giving that respect to William Zepeda. And I believe that if he's not on his A game, which I don't believe he's on his A game right now, I don't believe Shakur Stevenson is a true primed 135 pounder. If you actually look at his power and if you actually look at his performances, he's more of a 126 pounder or a 30 pounder. But most of the titles that Shakur Stevenson won were vacant titles. For example, his last time that he won a championship versus Edwin de los Santos, the championship that he currently holds, it was vacant. The belt was vacant. It's not like he fought a dominant champion and took the belt from him. The man is being built as the future star of the sport. And that is why he's getting all these opportunities, and much respect to him. If Terence Crawford says that you're a generational talent, then I believe Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is the greatest fighter I have ever seen live. So I definitely believe Terence Crawford when he says that Shakur Stevenson is special. But styles make fights, and I believe William Zepeda's style is not only wrong, all wrong for Shakur Stevenson, but he's all wrong for every single lightweight on the planet, and even 40 pounders. But let's see what happens. I got William Zepeda. I'm gonna pick the underdog, the biggest underdog on the card, one of the biggest underdogs of the year. I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick William Zepeda to do it. He's gonna do it. I truly believe in my heart that William Zepeda has everything it takes to dethrone Shakur Stevenson and stop him in his tracks. But we gotta wait and see. But I got William Zepeda.